ICE should get out of Minnesota. Bringing soldiers, right, to deal with citizens, that is not how America should be. And right now, America is not America. The government, Trump, they're trying to hide what they're doing behind back, and they're trying to make American citizens go against each other. Somalis are being used as a scapegoat. Somalis didn't just came here, they fled from war, instability, and that was influenced with the United States. Around the 90s, when the war happened, I think America was involved in that. When you destroy people's their houses and you bring them to your country, you shouldn't be trying to tell them to get out and putting them the scapegoat. We're just all Americans. We're all the same. Even American people, they came to America once. Mexicans, Asians, right? So America, I think, doesn't belong to one specific color, race, or people. It belongs to everyone. America doesn't belong to the government, doesn't belong to Trump. Somalis are part of the working class, and they're not different from anyone else. We work, we pay taxes. I feel like we're just any other Americans. We work every day. If today it's Somalis that are being picked and you're just silent and listening, or you agree with Trump, then tomorrow is going to be you next. Just like that, then you can be the next. You have no idea. Stand for what's right. If we come together as a united, we can deal with so much more.
Today in Ohio, at the state capitol, they took down the American flag and put up the Somalian flag. This is no longer a game. This is an invasion of a hostile nation that wants to take our values, our way of life away. Over the past few days, they have been caught for billions of dollars. And what does everybody, mainstream media and the government do? They protect them by going after the ones that are discovering this. President Trump, if you don't want blood on your hands, you better get this under control. Because I'm telling you, us as American citizens, we're only going to take so much more of this. You're not going to sit here and back us into a corner and force us to acknowledge another nation's flag over our state capitals. I'm willing to die for my country, and you're about to put us in a position to where some of us are going to have to do that.
These Somalians really did not come to play, honestly. These Somalians in Minnesota did not come to joke with Americans. Like, their main aim is that they are literally going to be seeing this Sharia law coming to pass. Their main aim is, even if they are committing anything, America should not say anything. Because why? Minnesota was promised to them 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. It's so hilarious that even as at this point of their hiding, because they literally knew that everything is automatically over for them in America, and the only thing for them right now is deportation, in their secret ways, they still have something to say. And you guys, from the other clips I'm going to be rolling out, you guys will literally see how some white folks are doing another job for them. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Me, I'm happy that at the end of the day, black people, black Americans are not involved in this, because they said they are not blacks. So literally, people that flew from their country just for the sake of this Sharia law that was unaliving a lot of them, now wants is just watch. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Let's roll out the clip. I'll be back with commentaries.
I made a post months ago talking about how we were at the stage where we were hiding Anne Frank. We are so far along that we are now writing exposés from the New York Times on the underground safe houses sheltering immigrants from ICE, specifically Somalians. In this area, families have decided to make rooms and beds in their basements and their attics to keep Somalian children that their parents are worried they may be abducted, to keep families safe from being abducted, their neighbors, their friends, and this is our reality now. You cannot continue to turn your eyes away. The New York Times is writing about the underground safe houses. We have a current underground safe house situation for immigrants. The same exact situation that the Jews had in Germany while they were hiding from the Nazis. This is no different. The people are different. The ideals are different. The reason behind it might be different. But at the end of the day, we are taking children, we are putting them in camps. And because of that, good people are understanding that they do not want children and innocent people being taken to a camp where they could be harmed, hurt, or medically maltreated. And so they're making space in their homes and in their hearts for these families. And this is the America I can stand behind. This is the one I support. The people doing this are the people I know are on the right side of history. And if you're not one of these people, you are actively choosing to be on the wrong side of history.
Somalis have officially taken over the city of Minneapolis. I used to call Minneapolis Little Somalia in jest, but it's not a joke. It is the official statement coming from the city's mayor, and I'll show you guys that clip in this video. But now that their takeover is complete and it's too late to stop it, they are no longer hiding their true intentions. At a rally for Ilhan Omar, they publicly admit that they have no interest in the people of Minnesota. Hell, they have no interest in the people of America. Their only allegiance and the only people they care about are the people of Somalia. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys watch to the end because I have an insane bonus clip for you. But don't take my word for how they feel. Let's watch this clip from Ilhan Omar's rally.
xildhibaan ilhaan cumar oo magaca Soomaaliya qalin dahab ah ku qortay qadiyadda ilhaan ma aha qadiyad ilhaan ma aha qadiyad Minnesota ma aha qadiyad reer Mareykan qadiyadda ilhaan waa qadiyad Soomaaliyeed guusha ilhaan waa guusha Soomaaliyeed waxayna noo ximbaarsan tahay macno weyn.
The American left's obsession with multiculturalism and virtue signaling has created a situation where a sitting member of the United States Congress is pledging allegiance to a foreign nation. I wanted to show that clip first because everything else in this video will make so much more sense. They have no appreciation for our country and no intention on assimilating into American life and giving back and contributing to their fellow countrymen because they don't see Americans as their countrymen. They are in Minneapolis city government, Minnesota state government, and United States federal government with the sole intent of passing legislation that takes American taxpayer money and direct it exclusively to the pockets of Somalis. But let's check out this disturbing next clip of the mayor of Minneapolis, who is whiter than mayonnaise, bending the knee to the Somali population and declaring that Minneapolis, a once great American city, is now Somalian territory.
Maaga Egawa Jacob Fry, Doke Magalada, Minneapolis. Damaan, Sha'abka Somaliyed, Ka Yamid Mogadishu. Garowe, Hargeisa, Bosaso, Bedabo, Kismayo, Wahan Rabah in An Idin Shego, Minneapolis, Wa Magaladina, Wahad Kamid Tihin, Laf Dabarka, Magaladan Ka Digesa.
The left hates American values, American tradition, American history so much and believe
the rise of Islam is real here in the United States. It's the fastest growing religion across America, and it's nearly doubled in size over the past 2 decades. Muslims aren't just outpacing the nation in birth rates, they're also out-converting Christians. Nearly a quarter of all U.S. Muslims are converts, and most of them used to be Christians. While Christian churches are losing members, mosques are gaining members, and they're keeping them. And today I'm here in Minnesota, home to one of the largest Muslim populations in all of America, to witness the rise firsthand. I'll be speaking with Muslims, Christian Americans, all Americans, entering in the mosque, asking the questions you guys want answered, from 9/11 to Sharia law, everything in between. There are no questions that are off the table for this video. And now let's hit the streets and see what's happening. And to see the rise of Islam firsthand, we head to Cedar Riverside in Minneapolis to see how much the Islam community has grown inside of this community inside of America. And why do you think so many people are converting to Islam here? It's the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Well, it's not only the growing, it's the fastest growing religion in the world. And no one can stop it. it looks like it is the best and the final religion to humanity. So if you don't accept it, that's up to you.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is so?
Because of the great influx, number one, of the immigrants that we had.
While we were inside of Cedar Riverside, we actually met a lady who had left the Islam faith. So are you a Muslim woman or no?
I'm not. My parent was Muslim.
How come you left Islam?
Because they control me. They control my clothes, and it's not good.
Do you think women are suppressed?
Yes, of course, they breast. It's not. They don't want it, but we female, they're afraid to get killed. So that's why they wear hijab. They wear big clothes. But me, I don't want clothes. You have to tell President Trump. You have to tell me a message. Females, they have this United States. They have freedom. They can wear whatever they wanted. But Islamic, they breast females.
So if you're a woman in Afghanistan and you don't wear the hijab,
they kill you. They don't want you if you don't wear hijab. Even me, I wear this because they don't want me to wear a pant. Yeah.
Really?
I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid. That's why I wear this.
And why do you think Islam is the largest growing religion here in the United States right now?
Because of our Quran. Our Quran, our book never changes. It's one book, one language, one religion. There's Islam in all over the world.
Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
Worldwide, not just the United States. We have people converting every day.
And what leads a Christian man to convert to Islam?
When they read the Quran and they find the truth, and they read it in English, and they see how peaceful Islam is.
And could you shake a man's hand?
No.
Do you find that interesting that women can't shake other men's hands?
No, I don't find that interesting. It's normal.
Is it true that Muslims also practice polygamy?
Yes.
Would you accept another wife into your marriage?
In our religion, it says.
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English? English? No. Can women speak on camera? No. I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they could share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However,
Hello.
none of them spoke English.
How are you? Can I ask any of you guys some questions? No? Speak English?
English no.
No? Do any of you speak English?
I then found someone who I could speak with and ask the controversial questions. And what do you say about what happened on 9/11, or those when people say Allah Akbar or things like that?
I thought it's tragedy.
Would you say that's a misrepresentation of the true Islam, or do you think?
It definitely is misrepresentation. True Islam doesn't believe in violence.
After a few interviews, somebody came up to us angry because we were asking people about the rise of Islam inside this
My name
community.
is Dick Shirley.
What are you doing?
My name is Dick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. We're doing a video on the rise of Islam here in the United States.
The rise of Islam.
Yeah, it's the #1 converting religion.
The rise of Islam. Make it make sense for me.
This guy wouldn't show his face on camera, and this conversation kept going for a few minutes, and he demanded that we deleted the footage of the interviews that we took here on the street. I said no, and he said, you better go, and we're gonna make sure you leave. From Minneapolis, we went to a town named St. Cloud that's seen a dramatic shift in their demographic and as well as religion in the area.
Inside of this town of St. Cloud, this is one of the many Islamic centers here. This is a mosque here, but something that's super interesting about this mosque right here, it actually used to be a Lutheran church. You can see right here on the backdrop of this wall right here, this used to be a Lutheran church. So that just shows how much of the population has shifted from Christian to Muslim. So right here is the St. Cloud University, and we were just at that mosque right there. And then if you go another block over, there's another mosque. And then what's interesting is right next to this mosque right here, there's a Presbyterian church. So you have two churches right next to each other, one worshiping Allah and the other worshiping God. Do you see more people here converting to Islam or to Christianity?
Just anecdotally, I'd say that Islam's on the rise here. I do know Christianity, including our denomination here in St. Cloud, is not growing. It's actually declining.
Do you see any conflicts with Islam and Christianity?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think Islam and Christianity can coincide here inside of this town?
I think when they get the majority, like there's more people that practice Islam, I think that it will take a different form. I think up until that point we can coexist, but history's shown that when the Muslim community gets majority in areas, they tend to behave differently. So I challenge you to go and look at the growth of the Somali refugee population, because they're the ones that really put a demand on the desire for Islam. Was Minnesota took a lot of Somali refugees, and many of them were placed here in St. Cloud.
After speaking with the lady from the Presbyterian Church, I headed over to one of the mosques to try and speak with some of the people inside. English? Speak English? No. How are you?
Good.
Good. How would you describe the rise of Islam here inside of Minnesota, or inside of St. Cloud?
We have talked to. It's coming.
And are you from Somalia?
Yes. Yes.
And what year did you come here?
Come here at 1990.
And how long have you lived here for?
8 years.
8 years. And where are you from?
Somalia, Mogadishu.
And why are a lot of Somalians choosing to come here to Minnesota?
Different reasons, family, wages, a lot of different reasons.
All right, so I'm leaving the building right now. Try my best to speak with the people inside. A lot of them didn't really speak English. However, now we're gonna go to other mosques because now it is the time for prayer. So we're gonna head over to another one, see if we can talk to some more people as well.
And we're about to go into prayer right now. You can come in, take your shoes off. I can grab you a chair to sit in.
Okay.
You can record us.
How many people are you seeing, for instance, like how many white American boys like me are you seeing convert to Islam?
So I'm a close friend of one of them. I wish he was here today so he could talk to you. Originally he's Irish. His family had lived in Minnesota for the past, I would say, 70 years. His great-grandparents came early on during the early 1900s, and he recently accepted Islam, I would say, 2 years ago. And when I was talking to him, he accepted Islam through reading the Quranic literature, you know?
So what's the difference between you and somebody who's been radicalized?
Well, the difference between me and someone who's radicalized is this. Most people who have been radicalized for a political gain, not for a theological gain. Allah says in the Quran, لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم, which means Allah does not prohibit you from those that don't fight you, don't expel you from your homes, to be kind to them. Allah is not prohibiting you from doing that. In fact, وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُقْسِطِينَ, Allah loves those that are kind to them.
So why does the word radicalized come up, for instance, like the death to America, that sort of stuff? Where does that come from? Because that's a lot of stuff that maybe I see on the news, or maybe I see because I'm living here in the United States, and that's kind of the news you get, is like the Islam's taking over, and they're going to want to make sure that Sharia law is brought to pass and that everybody converts to Islam.
Well, there's this misconception about Sharia law. Everybody sees Sharia law as this law that puts everybody that's not a Muslim under this radical military rule that you either comply with what the government says, or you're punished. No, Sharia law is really simple. A big part of Sharia law is this. The Prophet, may peace be and blessings be upon him, said, it is not befitting for you to go to sleep with your belly full with food while your neighbor is hungry. Sharia law is not a political rule. What's specifically funny to me is the right-wing media and the radical Islamists, as I put it, both view the Quran in the same way. They both view the Quran as some war-fighting material that the Islamists use to, prove their point, and the radical right use to prove their point against Islam.
And when people talk about the takeover of Islam, or for instance, they talk about how the Somalians are taking over Minnesota, and they believe it's part of Sharia law. Is that true or not true with what Sharia law says?
Well, no part of Sharia law says go into a land, subjugate its people, do this, do that. Going out, when the Prophet would send missionaries to Christian nations, he didn't tell them to, hey, go there, yell at them, yada yada yada, do this. No, he said, be like them, dress like them, talk to them, help them, introduce them to Islam gradually. I'm not just gonna go in there and say, hey, this is Islam, take it. If you don't, I'm gonna do something to you. No, it's a gradual thing.
Anyways, you guys have seen all of that video that I have for you guys. And the honest truth is, if you let this Somalian keep flying, they're going to be spreading Islam to every single part of the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Islam is wrong, right? I'm not saying that Islam is bad. But I'm saying that you came to a country that literally do not practice Islam. And in one way or the other, they've given you people opportunity to even have your own mosques, so that you can have your rights to worship. In one way or the other, they're giving people opportunity to invest, to make business, to expand in every aspect of your life. They've given you guys opportunity to run away from that thing that was unaliving you people to a point where you guys can literally sleep without having to think or without having to close one eyes and open one eyes. But at the end of the day, what are Somalians paying American? They're paying American with ingratitude, as far as I'm concerned. It simply means that these Somalians are very, very ungrateful. And you know, this funniest part is, it is not only happening in Somalia, right? In America, Minnesota, right? It is also happening in some of these African countries where Somalians are literally claiming that they help Kenya in fighting war, blah blah blah, for Kenyans to be where they are today. See, the truth is, when it comes to this Somalia, you have a lot to deal with. You have a lot to deal with. The same Somalia came up and said they are not blacks, they are Arabs. And I keep asking questions like, why can't they flee to Arab countries? Why can't they build their mosques in Arab countries? Since these particular Arab countries is in line with what they are literally doing. You can see from the videos I've been able to roll out, they have started even converting some white folks. They've started converting them to what they want, to what they feel is right, to what they feel that is just the best. So as far as they are concerned, every single thing every other person is doing is not the best. The only one that is the best is the one that they are doing. And to be honest then, to crown it with the fact that these people are not even seeing their flaws. They're not seeing their flaws. They're only seeing that Americans don't like them. They're only seeing that Americans hate them. And for them to now later start saying that, oh, it can be another person tomorrow. It can be us Somali today. It can be you tomorrow. You need to join hand and stop this and stop that. It's amazing. It can be who? It can be who? It can be Black Americans, right? Is that what people are literally insinuating? I just want to know. Because I've seen a lot of them, countless videos of them saying that Black Americans choose not to say anything. This does not justify the fact that Black Americans are saved. That since Black Americans choose not to say anything, that a time will come where Black Americans will also be deported. Deported to where, please? Deported to where? Because you guys want Black Americans to support, you guys want Black Americans to say something, when at the end of the day, you have never supported them, you have never stood for them. In fact, if they even give you an opportunity, you will convert each and every one of American citizens to Muslim. That's bad enough. That's bad enough. And then to not say we all are Americans. How are you all Americans? You guys flee from your country when you guys have issues. And the American people welcomed you guys just to make sure that you people are okay. That's the least any good country can do. In the 90s, right? That's the least any good country can do. Now they did it for you guys and it becomes a thing of problem. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that Somalians did not dominate a particular part in Nigeria, because with the way our government system is porous and corrupt, by this time, I can hit my chest and tell you we would have turned to Muslims automatically. That's just the honest truth. It's sad. It's sad that instead of these people to apologize, instead of these people to see what they are doing that is wrong, instead of these people to look at everything and be like, okay, Americans, we know we have wronged you. You people keep claiming and claiming and claiming and claiming and claiming every single thing every single time. Now you can hear from one of the man that actually stitched his video where he literally said that they have literally, in one of the states, they have literally dropped American flag and lift up Somalian flag. What an audacity. What the goss. What an effrontery. Coming from a country that is not yours And at the end of the day, you people just want Americans to be silent. You people don't want Americans to say anything. You people just want Americans to move on with their life. You people just want everything to just play out as if nothing ever happened. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I can tell you for a whole fact that even if Trump failed to wipe their axis out of America, another government that is going to come in is going to do that for them. Because with the rate at which these people have literally committed this fraud in America, it is that bad that every single American citizen that will listen to this will not be happy. Only few will keep saying that, oh, Somalians have not done anything wrong. Somalians have developed America. Somalians have done the... If Somalians can develop Americans, let Somalians go back to their country to develop their country. If Somalians can build America and do the white-collar job in America, do every single thing in America, what is stopping them from doing that in their country? What is stopping Ila Omar from investing in the money that she already have in her country? What is stopping her for making sure that her own country is standing instead of going to export all her family? Because I call that export to America. And instead of making it look like Americans are doing the worst thing to them, instead of accepting what you have done, accepting that you have wronged Americans, accepting that right now we are ready for a change, this is what Somalians will keep doing. Anyways, it is well. Thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. And let me know what you think in the comment section. And credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And for now, bye guys. I love you guys.